Hey, what's going on, world? Today me and Kane are back in the Red River Gorge area. All the flooding out in the Gorge area is kind of subsided, so we're able to get out here pretty safe. But I thought we would get out here today and revisit a waterfall I haven't been out to for a little while. I think it's been a couple years since I've been out to it. Sal Branch Falls. We'll go explore out in that area. There's a few waterfalls and a little arch out that way. And there's also Tower Rock. That's where we're going to be starting at. It's Tower Rock trailhead. So let's keep driving up here to the Tower Rock trailhead. Head off trail. Go check out some waterfalls. Alright, and now from here, let's take the Tower Rock trail up to Tower Rock. And then head off trail. Yeah, today's hike should be a little interesting. I saw a lot of blowdowns as we got close to the trailhead here. So, you may have a lot of little trees to climb through along the trail, but that just adds to the adventure. So, let's head out here and see what we can see this morning. Alright, and now into the Clifty Wilderness we go. Yeah, right now we're in the middle of another one of those Kentucky spring winters. Yeah, a Kentucky spring winter. It's really a thing. We have about 5 or so of them. We have one for the Bradford pear trees, the dogwoods, the redbuds, blackberry. I think there's at least another one. I think this one is either the dogwood or blackberry winter, but I could be wrong. I just know that transition from winter to spring here in Kentucky, it's a little funny. As soon as you think it's about to warm up, it'll turn back cold. The other day it was in the 70s, 80s. This morning it was right at freezing. Crazy weather, but just gotta be prepared for it. We're out here layered up. This is gonna warm up a little bit today, but not too much. But I'll say we'll get a little warm hiking out here. But we're almost up here to Tower Rock. We'll take a quick look at it, and then we'll head off trail, go check out some waterfalls. All right, and then right here, we're at the base of Tower Rock. We're not gonna go out around Tower Rock this morning. Oh, this is a nice little blowdown right here. But yeah, we're not going out around Tower Rock this morning. Last video I did here, I showed Tower Rock. I mean, it's cool, but you've seen it one time, you've seen it. Our focus this morning is head off trail from here. Go check out some waterfalls out along Sal Branch. Yeah, most of my experience off trail hiking, I've kind of noticed sometimes the easiest route is to get up on the cliffside and follow it around. Sometimes you might run into a cliff out dead end, or you might hit a steep hillside you gotta work your way down, but you know, just take your time, be aware of where you're stepping, make sure your footing's solid. If you need hand holds, make sure there's solid tree roots or something around to grab a hold of, and just make your way up or down. I know the last time I made a video out here, like I said, it's been a couple years, and then since then there's been a guy come out here, I think it was a year ago now, that tried to do this hike out to Sal Branch Falls. He ended up getting lost for about 2 weeks out here. Crazy story. Guy ended up surviving. Tough guy. 2 weeks out here in the wilderness. No food and water really. Tough man to survive that. But it does make you need to be aware, especially when you're getting off trail. You really got to know your limits, know what you're comfortable with, know what you're experienced with, because some of these areas out in the Red River Gorge, when you get off trail, it can get pretty rough, pretty dangerous. It's pretty rugged. But as long as you got a good sense of direction, you know how to kind of read the lay of the land pretty good, and then having a pretty solid GPS tracking device with GPS locations of where you're trying to go if possible is a lifesaver. And, you know, if you can have the luxury of a satellite phone, you know, that's great as well. But just really got to know your limits, do your research, study up on these places, especially when you're getting off trail. But even on trail, sometimes a lot of trails that intersect and crisscross. Ooh, get a little tongue tied out here, trying to watch where I'm going, talk at the same time. But yeah, you just gotta know your limits, do your research before you get out in the woods. That can be an unforgiving place. It's beautiful, but it's rugged out here, so just know before you get out. Yeah, check out some of this beautiful geological features in these rocks. All this iron banding in the rock, making those kind of swirl looking designs, and the tubes. Really cool. Man, look at this bright moss on this rock. Never know what you're gonna find when you walk around one of these corners on the cliff line. Beautiful geology though. Yeah, just like I said, you never know what you're gonna find around the next corner. Here's a cool little waterfall. This one's very rain dependent, so I doubt it has a name. I doubt it's marked on the waterfall database. Too rain dependent probably. Still, pretty cool waterfall though. One of those bonus features when you get out here after a good rain. But from here, we're going to continue around the cliff line. This will take us around to Fizzle Falls. That's a side falls on the way out here to Sal Branch. So let's go around here, check out flow on it. Yeah, now we're making our way around the rock shelter back behind Fizzle Falls. Nice rock shelter back behind the falls here. Good spot to take a break when you're out here off trail hiking. Nice flow on Fizzle Falls as well. It's a good sign for the big falls out at Sal Branch. They should be flowing really good. So let's keep making our way around the cliff line out through here. We'll continue heading out that way. We'll come up on Ankle Arch next, and then we'll hit Sal Branch Falls. All right, so I was wrong. That first waterfall that we came out to back there, I was calling Fizzle Falls, is in fact not Fizzle Falls. After luckily having a little spot of service, I was able to check the waterfall database real quick. And that waterfall that we came out to back there is not on the database. So I recorded its location. When we get back home, I'll get on there, submit it to the database. Hopefully get to name that one. I was thinking, right here we're coming up on Fizzle Falls. Since this one is named Fizzle Falls, I might name that one Drizzle Falls, just to kind of keep with the theme of it. But like I said, when we get home, I'll have to get on the database and submit it. Make sure nobody else has already done so. But yeah. Now, we are at Fizzle Falls. Like I said, been a couple years since I've been out here. Kind of forget what's what when you ain't seen it for a while. But let's go up here, check out Fizzle Falls. Alright, now from here at the actual Fizzle Falls, we're going to continue around the cliff line, make it out to Ankle Arch, and then make our way out to Sal Branch Falls. Yeah, there's some beautiful cliffside leading out here. Towering cliffside right out through here. We're getting into the back of the Sal Branch Hollow. I can hear the falls from here. Sound like they're flowing pretty good. So let's keep making our way around here. I think the next little corner of the cliff line we're gonna pop out on Ankle Arch. So we'll check it out and then continue to the falls. Yeah, now right here we are at Ankle Arch. Kane going up and through the arch. Trying to show the openings, I guess. It's his contribution to the videos. But I like to come up in here, kind of look out through it, get an opening out that way. And this kind of pillar that comes down, I guess resembles an ankle bone, how it gets its name. Pretty cool little arch right here though. Nice little cubby in the cliffside. Pretty cool. But like I said, I can see the falls from here, so let's go check them out. Yeah, now here we are at Sal Branch Falls. Great flow on the falls back there. Picked a great day to come out here and revisit this one. Kind of forgot how pretty it was. It's a little bit of work to get back here to it, but man, is it worth it. Look at that waterfall. Beautiful, beautiful towering drop waterfall. Nice little splash pool right there. Small, but still pretty. Nice rugged area out here. Beautiful color in the sandstone. Beautiful spot. Me and Kane are gonna hang out here just a minute. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Sal Branch Falls. Yeah, so we've had a great revisit out here to Sal Branch Falls. Like I said, picked a great day to come out here. Perfect flow on the falls. Beautiful rugged area out here. Nice cliff sides. Beautiful color in the sandstone. And you get some of that iron deposit banding and striping as it seeps out of the rock back there in the rock shelter. Always like when I find that. But from here, we're going to check out one more waterfall. We're going to head up the cliffside along that way, follow it around to Sally Falls. Yeah, now here we are at Sally Falls. Again, great flow. This is a pretty rain dependent falls right here as well, just like some of the other side ones on the way out here. But thanks to all that recent rain, it's got pretty decent flow on it. Quite a bit of work to get to this one. Had to go up a steep cliffside, hillside from Sal Branch Falls and then drop back down. All that on that side. Don't look like too much on video maybe, but it sure is steep. But once you get over here to it, totally worth it. But I guess from here, we're just gonna make our way back out. We're gonna cross Sal Branch over here, get back on the cliffside we came in on, hike it back out to Tower Rock Trail. Yeah, now we're crossing back across Sal Branch on a little shallow spot here. Easy for me to cross, stay dry. And then, like I said, from here, we're gonna head back to the cliffside that we followed in and take the same way back out. All right, check out that little rainbow in the mist coming off this little trickling falls on the cliffside here. A beautiful, vibrant little rainbow. Pretty cool. All right, now we're back at the Tower Rock Trail. Tower Rock, just right back that way. Kind of blocked by the trees, but you can still kind of see the silhouette of the rock. But from here, we're gonna take the Tower Rock Trail back down to the pull-off off of Highway 715. Load up the car, head home. Yeah, so we've had a great morning out here chasing waterfalls off trail along Sal Branch out through the Clifty Wilderness area. Right now, we're making our way out of the Clifty Wilderness area. Just back out into the Daniel Boone National Forest now. We're not too far from the highway. Like I said, from there, we're just gonna load up and head home. Man, what a great morning out here chasing waterfalls. Great flow on everything. Nothing but solitude out in the wilderness. Couldn't ask for much more. But as always, thanks for tagging along with me and the Cane Boy. Till next time.